Hey there, guys. This is something that we have actually been kind of slacking on recently. Funny Bat reviews. Now, I'll have you guys know, I am in terrible condition right now.
Yep.
I can't get this ear to pop, so I can't hear right now out of this side of my face.
Brandon, stop it.
No, I'm not.
You said you can't hear out that ear.
And because of the weather change, my allergies are being stupid, and I got sinus troubles. But hey, I'm gonna power through this because I'm not missing out on Alien Covenant, and I'm not missing out on another Funny Bad review, especially not this one. AvP Requiem, Alien vs. Aliens. It's plural this time, because they gotta do that whenever there's a sequel with aliens. They have to make it plural. The first one was Alien vs. Predator. This one is Aliens vs. Predator. Stupid. AvP Requiem came out in 2007, 3 years after the first AvP, and it's a whole different director. I don't even remember the names of the. I know it's two directors, like a couple brothers, but I don't remember their names. Excuse me. But yeah, new directors, same writers, I think, new actors, new location. So let's get into it. So, we start off with a repeat of the ending scene from the first movie, which shows the little chest burster coming out of the Predator with the side thing. But so, right after that, we see the ship crash onto Earth. So, this dad and son find it, and the dad gets, like, acid blood on his arm, and his arm falls off.
Yeah, judging by the reaction of the kid, you'd expect him to be a little bit more terrified.
And then he gets a face hugger that hops on, and the kid is just like, "Dad, huh?"
Yeah.
And then we get this amazing shot.
I honestly laugh every time I see that. I don't know why. It's just funny. It's just like so sudden. Just like.
So we get introduced to some stupid human characters that no one cares about. Not really going to talk about them all that much because their stories are stupid, their characters are stupid, and they're played by horrible actors. But we do get this horribly graphic scene of a chest burster popping out of a kid. And that's not okay. I don't like that. That's just too...
It's too much.
It's too much. This movie does improve on one thing that I hated about the first movie. The first movie did not have enough aliens or predators. This movie has a ton of them! And we actually get this pretty cool fight scene.
Action is really good in this.
Yeah.
When you can see it.
Yeah, that's a big problem the rest of the fight scenes in this movie have. This fight scene was actually kind of well lit. It's the rest of them that are just poorly lit.
You can't really see what's happening most of the time.
But so the aliens and predators start attacking people, and we get this hilarious scene, this hilarious death scene.
Shut the fuck up or I swear to God.
So yeah, that was way over the top and hilarious.
That's the proper reaction to have when, you know, aliens are attacking and he's just shut up. I swear to God.
So the pred alien, because there's a pred alien in this movie, and the pred alien is one of the stupidest ideas ever. It's almost as stupid as the newborn from Alien Resurrection.
It's kind of cool.
Conceptually, it's a good idea. Executed horribly, though.
Yeah.
But so, the pred alien goes to the hospital and finds this pregnant woman and just freaking starts pumping eggs down her throat into the womb. And that was...
It's R for a reason, but...
And it's
a little too much.
It's worse because of what it implies. It's implying that these little aliens are gonna kill her baby and pop out of her stomach. And that's exactly what happens later in the movie. And it's disturbing, it's horrible.
It's absolutely horrific.
Too much. It's a little too much.
Yep.
Then again, Prometheus did have the alien abortion scene, but still, too much. So then we get this hilarious line.
That's crazy. The government doesn't lie to people.
The government doesn't lie to people. Has this chick ever been in a movie where a government exists? Because in, like, every single movie, the government lies to people.
Including the one she's in right now.
Including the one she's in. Oh. So this is a joke Mason made earlier, but we're gonna go with it. Predators don't use doors. They're too cool.
They're too high tech. They're used to the sliding doors.
So oh boy.
Yep, you dropped your... Oh. Not even gonna cut this. Leave that in. Just leave me dropping your phone. Yeah, there.
So,
there
we get this actually pretty cool shot of the Predator taking out his, like, throwing blade things and throwing them at the aliens. But then it leads to the best death scene in the whole movie.
It's
It's
so great.
And it makes all the character setup worth nothing. But at the same time, it's great. So then our boring character, I don't even remember the dude's name.
I don't know. Pizza guy.
No, his brother.
No, his brother? Oh.
Pizza Guy's brother.
Pizza guy's brother. That's who it is.
Pizza Parker's brother. He was given a very big task in this movie. He has to repurpose Arnold Schwarzenegger's old line from the original Predator. Get to the chopper. And let's see how he executes it.
Get to the chopper. You don't have to do this, Alice. No.
Not very good.
He butchered it. And people wonder why I hate AvP. Because, one, the movies are just generally awful. And two, the second one completely butchered the most iconic line from the original movie. Get to the chopper! And finally, everything is over. All of the main characters somehow survive. And we get a setup for a third movie.
But this isn't for our world, is it, Miss Yutani?
So,
that reference.
Mason didn't get the reference because he's seen Alien, the first Alien, and now he's seen this.
But I got the reference as soon as he explained it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah.
Because he doesn't, like, really pay attention like I do to company names in movies and stuff, and details like that. But so, they bring the thing to Miss Yutani, and I was like, oh no. Makes sense, though, seeing as the first movie had Wayland, and this one has Yutani. But, no, it's so... Yeah. AvP Requiem is a horrible, horrible movie. In certain respects, it is better than the first movie. In others, it is worse.
It is better than the first one.
It is better. I generally think it is a better movie than the first one. But that's like saying that Phantom Menace is better than Attack of the Clones. They're still bad. Okay, that's not a fair comparison,
Not really.
Because Attack of the Clones is bad, but Phantom Menace is decent. It's like saying that a turd with a ruby in it is better than just
How'd you go from Star Wars to a turd?
Because Attack of the Clones is a turd. No, but it's like saying a turd with a ruby in it is better than just a turd. They're both still turds.
Yeah.
So yeah, as a normal movie, I'm gonna give AvP Requiem an F.
An F?
Yeah.
Just flat out F.
I'm gonna give it a freaking F, because at least the fight scenes made the first one enjoyable for me. This one has a decent fight scene, and then darkness for most of the rest. So this movie's fight scenes did not really improve on the first ones. So I still think the first one is better based on the fight scenes, just because that the fight scenes are the best parts of these movies, and the first one had better fight scenes.
Honestly, there's a lot of bad things about it. But if I'm just being 100% honest, it'd be close to, maybe around a C+ for me. Just because it is better than the first one, and you get more Alien versus Predator, and you get more involved with that side of the story at least, and you're interested in that. The other stuff, meh. It's not the human
characters in this movie are more interesting than the first movie.
Yeah.
Because at least when I was watching this one, I guess, I didn't, almost fall asleep. Like I did with the first movie.
Yeah, there's very, very less, very much less.
But that's just because I like normal people in movies. I like scientists in movies too, but not when they make up the entirety of the cast.
Yeah.
And that was AvP 1. All of them were a bunch of scientists, and they were all really smart, but also at the same time really stupid, and none of them were relatable. This movie is mostly just normal people. They're all mostly relatable. There's a military family where the wife is in the military, and so that's relatable for people who live with family members that are in the military. The pizza guy, everyone's had a crappy job. or will have a crappy job. Pizza Guy's older brother is an ex-con. A lot of people have siblings that are ex-cons. So the characters are more relatable in this one than in the first one. But they're still horrible characters, poorly written, poorly acted. But
yeah, the Alien vs. Predator side of things, I was interested in that.
Even with the terrible lighting,
yeah, even with the bad
still
lighting,
interesting
it was still
to
interesting
watch.
in a way. And then the human side of it was just, it was kind of
like,
interesting.
It's
it was
like
just kind
Transformers almost. You put up with the human side of it because you know you're going to get the payoff with the actual main characters you're there for fighting.
I guess that's a good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, you put up with Shia LaBeouf so you can see Optimus kicking Megatron
in the face.
Yeah. But so, as a funny bad, I'm gonna give AvP Requiem a B+. Which is, I think, the lowest grade we've ever given a funny bad.
Yeah,
I've ever given a funny bad.
I was about to say the same thing. I was gonna give it a B+ or just a B, around there. Yeah.
I mean, this movie.
I gave it a B.
This movie doesn't have as much stuff to really make fun of, except the crappy lighting and some of the over-the-top deaths.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, it's just a really generically bad movie with some funny bad stuff thrown in the mix. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments your thoughts on AvP Requiem, and if you wish they had made a third movie.
And what they would have done differently from this one.
Probably nothing. They might have used a lamp.
Yeah, get a light on that camera, man. Jeez.
I mean, this one had a significantly smaller budget than the first one, and it shows.
But at the same time,
But at the same time, they actually did a lot more with a smaller budget.
Yeah.
Like, it was...
Strange how that works.
It's kind of weird. It's like... The first one had, like, what? I think, $60 million budget. And they mostly focused on humans, rarely showing the aliens and predators at all. This movie had, like, a 40-something million dollar budget. 46-point-something million dollar budget. And they showed the aliens and predators significantly more. And I'm thinking, like, the majority of the budget for the first one went towards the location and sets. Whereas this movie is set in a small town. So that doesn't really require a lot of budget to get a small town to shoot in. So they had more money to use on costumes and creature effects for the aliens and predators. So again, in certain respects, this movie is better than the first one, but in others, it's worse.
Mm-hmm.